My name is Jonathan Pruitt. I am the Environmental Justice Program Coordinator at Catholic Charities, Diocese of Stockton. Here to really provide some information about environmental justice for Earth Day, Stockton's Earth Day. Earth Day is usually known as being green, recycling, trees, planting gardens. But it's also a lot more than that, where we need to advocate for certain policies, sustainable policies, policies that really are reflective for the community and to provide long-lasting sorts of policies that allow protection of public health, that allow for communities to be resilient, that allows them to have sidewalks, and that allows them to be able to walk comfortably and healthy and safely. And that's why environmental justice, in this case, environmental justice is something that's really is pretty much overlooked or is not really brought up upon when it comes to environmental issues. Here I am in a community in the Stockton area. It is technically a county and Stockton pocket called the Boggs Tract Community. It's a community that historically disadvantaged. It's a community that has been historically neglected for resources for funding, for resources for grocery stores, for resources for the community, such as sidewalks. Because it is in a county pocket, usually county pockets don't have sidewalks. In this community, it is very important. The community likes to walk in this community, and they feel that it is unsafe for their kids to even go to the school and having to walk to school every single day. As you can see behind me, there is a school, Washington Elementary. Washington Elementary is a school in the Stockton Unified School District that is really impacted and surrounded by a lot of pollution issues. One of the issues being the Port of Stockton and other industry. And the other being the trucks that pass by on Fresno Avenue. These trucks that pass by on Fresno Avenue are so big and heavy that they do a lot of damage to the roads. And because they're heavier, they produce a lot more pollution, a lot more black carbon. And that's not only an issue for the kids and their lungs, but it's also an issue for the residents themselves in Bogs Tract community. And that's why I'm here to tell you that it's important for providing information about the Bogs Tract community. And this is just one aspect that the Bogs Tract community is impacted with. We'll talk about the next thing in the next location.
Hey, my name's Clifton Maxwell. I'm the farm manager out here at Boggs Tract Community Farm. We are a small farm out in the corner of the city of Stockton, growing fresh produce and teaching people about growing their own food and building green spaces to better their communities. We have community garden plots for rent, and all the community members pitch in and do 4 hours of volunteer service around the rest of the farm. We have volunteer opportunities for you to come out and learn about tending vegetables, taking care of fruit trees, and even seeing our animals out here that help maintain our food forest. We have cooking demonstrations and workshops and educational opportunities for you out here. And every Saturday from 9 to 1, we're actually running a farmer's market right in front of our farm here. You can come get eggs, honey, all our fresh produce, and fresh cut flowers. You can see it coming in from the fields actually when you come out. So that's every Saturday from 9 to 1. And then if you want to volunteer with us, you can email or go to our website and get in touch with us and set up a time to come volunteer. Yeah, so we're growing crops year-round out here with our climate in Stockton. So right now we have a lot of greens like cilantro and lettuce and Swiss chard and collards and mustard. We have our root crops like beets and carrots and radishes. Pretty soon we'll have onions and garlic and potatoes. Right now is the time to put in your spring vegetables and your summer vegetables. So we're getting ready to plant tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, corn, okra, melons, peas and beans. So right now you can almost plant anything. So we're coming out of our winter season and into our summer stuff. Well, we have our laying hens that give us eggs. Then we have our roosters out in their chicken tractor trailer. So they go move around different spots of the farm and eat the grass and fertilize under the fruit trees. We have a flock of goats. We actually have 3 baby goats that were just born, and they help control the grass and fertilize out here. Then we have pigs as well, so they take care of all the extra food waste. We have 1 boar and 2 sows, so yeah, they all play a role in keeping the area maintained and healthy out here.
In addition to the area I showed you previously, one area that's very important that's actually unfortunately not looked over a lot of times is the trash that's across all areas of the Bogs Tract community. As you can see behind me, I mean, this is just one aspect that this community is unfortunately having to really deal with, and the trash is coming from communities outside of the Bogs Tract community. It's from people who think this is a dumping ground, because it seems like this community is disadvantaged already. There's not a lot of things going in this community, and they feel like it's run down, and so that gives them pretty much the right to bring it down here and throw all of their trash, and that unfortunately impacts the health, because sometimes there are health hazards that come into this trash. And also, if it's in the summertime, the sun could burn the trash, and once it burns the trash, that burning goes into people's lungs, and who knows what's in that sort of trash. It could be sort of other chemicals, it could be wood, and even wood burning sometimes isn't really good for people over a long standard periods of time. And so it's very important that we become conscious about this and really understand that every action has a reaction to this earth and to the public health of the people. And as you can see also behind me, we talked about the pollution coming from the trucks. But in this Bogs Tract community, we also have trains. We have the trains, we have the trucks, and we also have the ships coming from the Port of Stockton. And this train actually goes through the Bogs Tract community every single day. It's loud, so it causes noise pollution. And it also causes a lot of carbon monoxide and other sorts of pollution. So that's why it's important that this community gets the resources that it needs, and as in part of Stockton's Earth Day, is to really advocate for those environmental policies so that communities like Bogs Tract community are safe, but are also healthy. That allows generations in this community to be able to live in this community, to provide their own families in this community, and then other communities following would be able to pretty much share this sort of same experiences. Gets the resources that it needs, and that's why it's important to really advocate for the community, advocate for sustainable policies and environmental policies, and that's really what environmental justice is about, and that's what Stockton's Earth Day is also about, and that's what overall the Global Earth Day is supposed to be about, not just about the trees, but also about environmental policies.